guys, today I'm going to film my evening skincare routine. It is actually only 5:25, but I thought I'd do it in natural light, you know how I feel about lighting. It's actually not completely dissimilar to a video that I made recently about how I treat my skin for different kind of issues. And I do have at the moment a little bit of dryness and I have a little blemish here or there, and I thought that I would probably be taking this time as the best time to do my evening skincare, because there are a couple of bits and pieces that I would do as well as my regular taking off my makeup, moisturizer, etc. So when I did that video I did get a few requests to do a normal evening skincare, so I thought I would show you guys what I'm using right now. There's nothing kind of massively stand out apart from maybe one or two products, but there's nothing that I wouldn't necessarily switch out if I found something different or wanted to try something. So it's not like holy grail stuff, but I thought I would show you what I'm using right now and how I am cleansing my skin and what I'm doing every single day. So first of all, I take off my makeup with this, and I use this. This is the micellar solution from L'Oreal. I use this basically just for my eyes, because I haven't found a cleanser that I can use in the bathtub, which is normally where I take off my makeup and cleanse, etc. But I haven't found a cleanser that I can use in the bathtub that take off my eye makeup and doesn't sting my eyes. I have had them in the past, but nothing that I kind of am really enjoying at the moment, nothing that kind of froths. You get the balm cleansers and like Liz Earle, that's great, but it didn't really do much for my skin. So I prefer something that foams a little bit when I use it with my Clarisonic, or something that... My skin is quite oily, as you can see. I haven't powdered since this morning and it is quite oily. And in case you're wondering, the foundation I'm wearing is the Wake Me Up by Rimmel, which lots of you told me that I need to try. Laura from Laura Loves Beauty pushed it on me, you have to try this. And I didn't like it because it was too dark, but I fake tanned recently, so I decided that I would try it and I really do like it. So longevity wise it's great. It doesn't control oil very well, but it's not the worst. But I thought I'd mention that's what I'm wearing on my skin today. My skin is quite oily generally, so I do try to find a cleanser that is a bit foaming and does dry my skin out a little bit. But I know people, it's a little bit controversial, not everybody likes that. So what I do next is I double cleanse. Unless I'm kind of putting on a face mask, in which case I'll probably just take off my makeup, then put the face mask on and do all this later on. But I will cleanse once with my, just with my hands, kind of foam this up in my hands and then wash it off over the sink or in the bath. And then I'll cleanse with my Clarisonic, so I'll do that now. So if you didn't know why I would double cleanse, the first cleanse basically takes off the rest of my face makeup, and the second cleanse actually cleans my skin, and that's when I use my Clarisonic. And as you can see in the video, it really does foam up so much more when I do use the brush. But you could use anything. You can get lots of like little scrublets and little exfoliating pads and things like that. It doesn't have to be a special brush that you've got. But I do think that anything like that is going to foam a little bit better than, say, a muslin cloth, which is great for taking off your makeup, but for the real deep cleanse, I think that's why the Clarisonic works so much better for me. But you can definitely get other things that work in a similar way. Next, I would use a lip scrub, and this is kind of new to my routine. I didn't used to use these, but since I've been using lip butters more, and as I mentioned in my favourites video, I have been using more lip scrubs. So I've been trying to use up the ones I've got before I buy any new ones, and this one is from Everyday Minerals, and it's called Deep Kissing Buff and Shine, or Deep Buff Kissing and Shine. I think it's Deep Kissing Buff and Shine. So I just apply that, and it's like a sugar scrub. I don't like the taste or the smell of this, but it works. So once I've got that out of the way and my lips are nice and smooth, I would use something to attack any kind of blemishes that I might have. And at the moment I'm using my tea tree oil. I would use my blemish stick from Which, and I just can't find it. So I'm going to use this. And I have something here, and something here. So I'm just going to put a teensy bit on those areas, just to kind of target it. I don't want to use kind of a blemish prone moisturiser or anything like that. I just want to use a regular moisturiser, but I'm just going to give those a couple of minutes to soak in before I actually apply my moisturiser over the top. What I use on my lips and my eyes is this at the moment. It's this, it's kind of an oil. I got it from a beauty box a long time ago, and I've started using it more recently. It's from Forest People. It's a French brand, and it's supposed to be for your eyes and your lips. As a lot of things are. It comes with a little pipette. A lot of things are designed for lips and eyes. I think it's probably for the kind of fine lines that both of them develop in a similar way. So I put that kind of underneath my eyes in lieu of an eye cream, because I haven't found my holy grail eye cream yet. I'm still on the hunt for something that I love. And at night time I find that oil is a really, really nice hydrating treat for my lips, which are super dry all the time. My skin isn't particularly dry, but my lips are always dry. So this could basically be anything. This could be any kind of oil, I think. But this is the one that I'm using, and it's convenient because it's in a little pipette container, but any kind of oil would work. Lastly, I have my regular moisturiser, which I've spoken about so many times. It's the Organic Surge Blissful Daily Moisturiser. It's supposed to be a day cream, but because my skin is oily, this is just hydrating enough, but it does absorb pretty quickly, and it doesn't feel too heavy, especially if I am having a bit of a breakout moment. And I can put more of this on if I'm feeling a little bit drier, but it's definitely the perfect night cream for me. So that is my entire routine. It's pretty simple. Most of those things I could pretty much switch out for other things, but they are working for me right now, and my Blissful Daily Moisturiser is pretty holy grail. I do love this stuff. But anyway, if anyone has any great recommendations, please let me know, especially for an eye cream or a fantastic lip balm. We tried that Nukes, what is it called, like balm Nukes, or I don't know, something that people talk about here on YouTube, and we found it in Space NK when we were there in Leeds at the weekend, and I tried that and I really liked it. So I'm considering buying that when we go to London. But anything else, any recommendations at all, bear in mind I have oily skin, I would love to hear from you. And I hope you all had a fantastic day, you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!